All right. Hello. We're live. Hello and welcome to the very first edition of CB Radio.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. So, let's do a little introduction round. My name is Dorcas. I am a second-year CB student, as we all are. Right next to me is...
Arthur. I'm a third-year CB student, actually, but very glad to be here. And next to me is sitting...
Robin. I'm also second year CB student.
And I'm Lisa, also second year CB student.
Oh, yeah. Here we have Rosalind pushing the buttons, making sure we're all, doing our job. And right there, we've got Mrs. Marketing, Anna.
Yes.
This is the first edition ever. Today we're talking about what's happening in Leeuwarden, what's happening at NHL Stenden. We're going to share our unpopular opinions. We'll talk some business, creative business, and then we'll share our entertainment picks of the week. And in the future, we'll have more segments, topics, and we want to hear from you as well. So if you want us to talk about something, tell us on Instagram. So let's get into it. What is happening in Leeuwarden? So, as you've probably all seen, there's this new cinema being built, Pathé. Actually, one of our hosts works at Pathé, so tell us about it, Robin.
Well, in Leeuwarden we're getting a new Pathé cinema. It was supposed to open today, but that didn't happen because they didn't get all their stuff in time. But soon there will be a new theater in the city center. All around Leeuwarden right now you can see billboards. There's the entire city has been covered. And what's special about this cinema is it holds 7 halls, and one of them has Dolby sound and laser projection, and all of the rooms have relax seats, and those are really nice.
And I tried them without the backrests, and they are so amazing. So I was just only able to sit on this part, but it was so good. And yeah, I'm not sure if you'll fall asleep on them, but I'm sure it could be a
I think a lot of
possibility.
people will.
Yeah.
I think, especially if you're watching a movie that you don't like that much. I think it's super. It's basically
Have a good sleep, good rest.
yeah. Like, I'm always amazed at people that fall asleep in the cinema. I would not be able to fall asleep during a movie.
Why are you even going to the cinema then? To get your stuff stolen from you, or what is the deal?
It would have to be a horrid fucking movie if you're able to fall asleep. I haven't done it.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened to
Same.
me.
But I can imagine if you watch like Paddington or something.
But that's a sweet one, isn't it?
Well, if
yeah, but
or
if
if
you're
you
tired.
or if you think you're like, oh, I'm going to a sweet movie, but
Yeah.
then you're watching it and it's like, this movie is really bad.
Yeah, or the
Fine.
people you're going with are just boring as hell, and then
Yeah,
you just
true.
fall asleep out of boredom.
Yeah, but imagine first you have to sit in a chair. You just have to sit up straight. Even more difficult to fall asleep. Right now, you have these things that flick up your feet. Your backrest goes all the way back. It's basically like you're laying in a sweet sofa.
That is true.
Unfortunately, there are no love seats for the people that were
Oh,
planning
no.
on
No.
visiting, but I'm sure that was
Same.
a good decision if the seats
Yeah.
go flat all out.
If you're truly in love, any seat can be a love seat. So there you go.
Sure. Of course.
Well, hopefully someday soon, this cinema will open. Because the other ones have already closed, right? So At the moment.
One of them is still open.
Oh,
Cinema is still
okay.
open in city center if you still want to see a movie. But if you want to take a sneak peek, it's super easy to look inside. The front is all just windows. You can look inside. You can see what's happening. It is right in the middle of city center, just across from the Babidas and the Neushorn. So I would say give it a visit and have a look.
I think the location is excellent though. Like
It is.
where
Yeah.
they've been situated, it's like a minute walking from the station. So
And there's a bus stop there.
and yeah, absolutely. So even if you're too lazy to walk from the central station to there,
Yeah.
you can take the bus.
I
So
mean,
it's perfect. You can hit up McDonald's, then hit up the movies, and then hit up a club. It's perfect.
yeah.
yeah,
But it just has to. It's gonna be a while, but it'll be a nice place once it's done.
yeah, absolutely.
Another new place being built is student housing, which is great because there's this huge shortage, and I think we all know at this point. But according to Leeuwarden Student City, 2 new buildings are being built as we speak. They will house about 288 people, and I think that's total. It'll be studios, apartments, so not just for students, but Yeah.
It's actually almost double the capacity of what they have right now, right?
Is it? I
Yeah.
mean, they've got 3 buildings now. How many is it per building?
Yeah, so what was it, 280 something for 2 buildings?
Yeah. From the top of my head, I once, as the great host that I am, I'm obviously well prepared, and I forgot my notes about the student housing.
Yeah, there
But
were
it's 288
around
something.
Yeah. I saw the
But
articles.
that's absolutely great. I
yeah.
do think it's a bit weird though that it's only for international students. Of course, I get it, but last year there were still rooms available due to the pandemic, and I was like, yeah, well, why not just move in across the building? Why not? But
Mhm.
I
even though
think that
there
would
were
make-
rooms available, I wasn't allowed to go there anyway.
I think that could make it very difficult in the future, though. If you have those places filled and then students are coming and you're like, well, there's international students now.
True.
Goodbye.
Yeah,
That's something you can't do.
but
of
I would
course.
also accept like a contract that if an international student needs my room more than I need it, then I would be happy to move out. That's no problem. But
Same.
they're not that flexible, unfortunately.
But I think it's easier in general to find a room as, a Dutch student.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
True. It's just that it's so close to here, and I'm not much of a cyclist or anything, so I would just walk the 50 meters. But no.
It's a pretty damn convenient place, but hey, it's
Mhm.
not for us. So look out for that. It's supposed to open summer 2022, but I guess you can apply earlier. So if you're a student looking for a place still, and it sounds appealing to you, go look it up, and maybe you will be living there next year.
Absolutely.
Right. So it is November, and it is November Festival Month. And I believe there's festivals happening.
Yeah, well, Townfeest was last month. Of course,
Right.
this wasn't in November,
Yeah.
but it was supposed to be a very nice party. I was going, but then unfortunately something happened and I wasn't able to go. But I'm sure that will be back. The first one is in January, so it's not technically November, but I mean, I don't even know if things will continue, especially now with the
Yeah.
new Dutch
Mm.
regulations that were announced last
True.
Tuesday.
But I think, yeah,
Who knows?
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
think
right.
everything closes again because the measurements they've taken right now, it's the same as what they did half a year ago or a year ago. So
Well, I mean, musea, cinemas, and everything, they still have QR codes.
Yeah.
true.
So I don't know if that works for festivals. I'm not sure, actually.
Yeah, it's the same, but you are only allowed to host festivals at 70% of the max capacity it usually has. So, yeah, you can still do it technically, but I mean, like, how long will you still be able to do it before everything closes back?
And we'll have to see if it works.
Who knows? But what do you think?
I hope so. I'm not gonna give my opinion on this, but I hope so.
Anyone else?
Well, I just
Well-
hope. Sorry?
No, you go.
No.
No,
talk.
you go.
Okay,
What do you hope?
I'll get a short little statement here. I've had my taste again of going to concerts and going to shows, and I am not looking forward to that being shut down because we've been deprived of that for so long. And also, I'm organizing a festival, so I for sure hope we get to actually do it.
Yeah.
What are you organizing?
Stukkenfest. Little promo here, perfect. Stukkenfest, you may have seen the little socks around. It's like a sock logo, Stinky Socks.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's a student room festival happening February 17,
Oh, damn.
and we're gonna announce the lineup soon and rooms
Nice.
and everything, after party. All of that can be found soon once we have that all lined up, wrapped up. But give us a follow at Stukkenfest Leeuwarden on Instagram. We've also got a Facebook, but Instagram is the place to be. So yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Sweet.
Back to your point.
Forgot it.
Well, there you go. Success.
That's the way the wagon rides.
That's it.
Okay, thank you very much for watching.
What pleasure.
Okay, bye.
Absolutely.
Okay, moving
Well,
on.
Yes, well, hope I got you in the party mood with that little Stukkenfest promo there. This weekend in Neushoorn, there's this Super Classics XL party with all your top hits from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, all the trashy stuff, the good stuff. Tickets are €20, and I believe it's going to be a big party. So check
Yeah.
out Neushoorn if you're interested.
Throw
Get your
back.
boogie woogie on at Neushoorn.
Yeah, speaking of, tell me your favorite trashy, but good oldie.
Oof.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
I mean, mean,
Oh my god.
it's a classic, but it's also a fucking nightmare.
It's probably for me. It's like, tell me what you want, what you really want.
Should I rickroll the stream or not?
Oh
No.
No.
I think we'll get.
There
shut
actually
down
at
like
one
that.
point there was a guy who made a Rickroll advertisement on YouTube,
Okay.
Oh my god.
and basically people were launching a video and they got Rickrolled as an ad.
That is absolutely brilliant.
It's a YouTube video. Look it up. Really fun.
Okay.
Right. Final bit of news. It's not quite news, but it's just a little funny story. Anna,
Is it funny?
our Miss Marketing right there. Anna, she told me about this. We're probably all familiar with the Kanselarij. Well, she showed me this photo of this glass thing being stuck behind the window at the Kanselarij. Apparently, someone tried to Molotov cocktail bomb the place, but lucky
Insane.
it got stuck between the windows, so it didn't get
Wow.
assassinated. But if you are the person who did this, I want to talk.
Go to
'Cause I want to buy you a beer because I think that's a pretty funny move.
Wow. Wow. Controversial.
Wow.
Just to say, we do not condone violence in
No.
any way, shape, or form.
So, but
Hey, we never gave any disclaimers on what we do and don't condone.
maybe for the end, we just save all the disclaimers and stuff.
Yeah, stay at the end. We'll whisper the
Absolutely.
shorts, the tiny letters at the end. We'll whisper them right to you, and
Yeah, but what you told me earlier this week is that there was something with the windows they have there. There's like a large gap between them, and that's why it got stuck or something.
I guess so, and I guess lucky on them because, would have been pretty interesting to see that thing get bombed.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, imagine it. Yeah.
Would be a shame. It's a beautiful building.
Yeah.
Well, good thing
Yeah.
it didn't happen.
All right.
Well. Alright, from what's happening in Leeuwarden to what's happening at NHL Stenden. Last week was International Week, and there were all of these beautiful, what do you call it? Like a little stand.
Yeah.
They had
Food
great,
Like a
stands.
market, yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
great food, great people. I think we all made it around there, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
we tried it.
interested in hearing your favorites.
Well, it was interesting.
I
And
know one of your favorites.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, the
it,
crunchy.
It has to be the crunchy chocolate paste. Yeah.
The
It's
what?
like a Maltesers, but then on your bread. So
Ah.
amazing.
From what country was this?
It was from Switzerland, and I was actually surprised
Oh.
that
Yeah.
no one else ever thought of doing that except Switzerland.
It was nice.
It
It
was-
was really nice.
yeah.
It was like having a Malteser on your sandwich.
Yeah, but
Ooh.
what was your worst one?
I don't know what it was, but it was some weird Russian thing.
Oh, I
Was
Oh.
it the circly one or
The circly one
dry
with the
one,
with
right?
the stuff inside.
Oh,
A dumpling, right?
Is that a dumpling?
yeah.
it
Well,
could
it
be.
was a
Well, if that's a
sweet
dumpling,
No, a dumpling is
no,
steamed,
listen.
and this was fried, I believe. Or
Oh, well, it could be a dumpling. I think I've seen it or heard about it, but yeah. So you're not a fan of the?
the aftertaste was horrible. I
Oh.
didn't
There
like
was
that
no
thing
real
whatsoever.
Aftertaste. It was just a bunch of sawdust in your mouth.
Sawdust.
Yeah, it was so dry, and it was such a big hump, and yeah, it was interesting.
Oh.
But what did you girls think of it?
Well, I think my first stop was the booth of Finland, and they had some decent chocolate. I never expected Finland to be much of a chocolate country, because you would think like Switzerland is the place to be, but Finland, great chocolate.
Uh-huh. And were they
Nice.
friendly or were they very distant?
Oh, they were nice. So
Okay.
the Finns, the Nordics, they got this reputation, I would say, for being a little cold, but they were nice.
Yeah, well,
think
it's
they-
claimed that Finns are the happiest country in the world, or Finland is the happiest country in the world.
That is true. I mean, they got a good, what's it called, school system.
Yeah.
They play sports. They probably get health insurance. So, that's all the stuff you need.
Yeah, of
All right, everybody, move to Finland.
Yeah. Let's
Where it's
go.
dark.
where
half
it's
the
dark
year
and polar bears
and
attack
cold.
you in the night. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
but who doesn't want that? Like
I mean,
cozy polar bear on your front door.
an adventure, right?
I saw this
What?
video of Russians feeding a polar bear out of their window. Looked very cute.
Mm.
Well,
Not
don't
gonna
trust them.
And was there another car stepping out with a crowbar and road raging, or
No,
was
no,
that
no,
another
no,
video?
no, no.
Okay.
No.
Lovely. I was wondering. No, I was gonna say that one Russian swear word that I've been trying damn hard to get right, and my Latvian friends who speak Russian always correct me on it. So I'm not gonna say it, but it starts with a B, and I guess you can figure out which one it is. So
Keep it PG in here.
Hint, hint.
yeah. Well, I already swore, so I think we've lost PG at this point. But hey, from International Week to another topic, minor applications are coming up. It's still
Exciting.
Yes, it's still a week-ish. No, I can't count, but it's
close by.
like 11 days away. All right, that I can do. It starts November 15 on. Not sure what time. Look that up.
Yeah.
But
There are some banners on the TVs, like outside here, the media studio,
Yes.
media lab.
Do
Yes.
your own research, people.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's also on Blackboard, so it's hard to miss if you're a CB student, and if you are missing it, then
I think we have some.
yeah, what's going
We
on?
have some technical issues.
Woo!
I can see.
Let's hear it. What's going on?
What's going on?
The camera feed is gone.
Well.
Aha.
Hey.
Well, we're still here, people. So
Yeah.
We're still here. The
Keep
camera is
listening
just
to our
gone.
voices.
Hey, don't we have to press a button or something?
Oh.
We'll try to fix it ASAP.
Okay. Well, while they're figuring out this stuff, I'll just tell you. Be quick with your applications.
Yeah.
If you hear
Have 5
any,
computers ready.
listen. If you hear any noise in the background, that's just our team messing up and messing around. And Arthur is doing the camera stuff, so
It's prime
hopefully
time.
we'll pop
so,
up back on your screen.
oh.
Oh.
Yep,
Are
we
we
are
back?
back.
Yay.
Are we visible?
Yes, we
We're
are.
visible. Hello. Good to be back.
Oh my.
Yeah. Another quick topic. Our office is very small,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
if you hear a lot of banging and clanging, it's because we're literally hitting the walls.
we're working on getting a better one, but it's a bit of a struggle. So
I hear like you going against the class, or what's happening? Is that me?
yeah, well, I have these metal things on my chair, and they
Oh.
bang against the glass. So I'm very sure that the group that is presenting there is very happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
yeah,
are
we
still there.
we already got a couple of angry eyes earlier this afternoon.
Oh yeah.
That we had to be quiet because they are hosting presentations here in the Media Lab, which is the perfect place to host presentations. So
Especially when you've got a radio show that's been planned.
Yeah,
for
and there are
fucking weeks.
and plenty of other rooms available, but
Just FYI, you know.
it's the way the wagon rides.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if someone is listening that is hosting those things.
well, if the lady
We
in
appreciate you.
question-
Don't worry.
If this lady in question is listening, just know we are disappointed, lady. All right.
Let's
Okay.
move on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're talking Grand Tour. No, not Grand Tour. We're talking minor applications. So we've got a third-year student here who's been through the process. So can you give some tips or tricks to the people about to apply?
Well, do your research. Very important. If you don't really know what you're getting into, you still have some time before the actual application date hits. So and yeah, just follow your heart. I would say don't do minors and stuff because other people are doing them.
Yeah.
It's your education, not theirs. That's what I'm.
If you don't want to
Wow,
do the
that's
Grand
good
Tour,
advice. Yeah.
Don't.
But if you
and
do,
especially if you
do
want to
it.
leave this year, so in January, the Grand Tour is cancelled completely, so it's online only. And for now, they're trying to get it back in May, so that's the second 8-week or 12-week period. So unfortunately, no Grand Tours at the moment. If you want to go on exchange, you have to be quick. Because there are only limited spots for example, if you want to go to the United States, there are only 2 spots for the entire school. So you have to be
Hey.
you have to be fast.
That's not right. I think there's 5 spots, but actually no.
For our education program, there are 2. So maybe there
Are
are
you
5 in
kidding?
total for the whole
Yes.
school, but for CB there are only 2.
Okay.
So
Don't go to the United States because don't take my spot because I want to go. Okay. Thank you.
yeah, I tried as well, but unfortunately it didn't
Ah.
work out.
You want to go to University of Oklahoma?
Yeah, well,
Ah, same.
preferably another one, but it was the only one
Yeah, only one
available.
listed.
So
Yeah.
if I had to take Oklahoma, I would take it.
Boomer sooner. That's their slogan for anyone wondering what the fuck I'm saying. So yeah,
What's the slogan?
boomer sooner or sooner boomer something.
Wow.
What, Corona baby boomer soon?
Such a boomer.
Something. If you're interested, look that up.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, like he says, do your research.
Be early as well.
quick,
Very important.
Be early. Also a good point. Yeah, be there on time. Don't waste any time because if you want to get in, you got to do your work.
You have to be quick.
Exactly. And then, On November 13, we'll have open day.
Open day.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can come visit us actually.
And we're gonna be there.
We're
We'll
gonna be there.
and probably wearing our fresh new CB Radio hoodies.
Yeah.
Supplied to us by the very kind people at iShop and our big boss
At CB.
Jort. No, yeah.
Shout out to Jort.
Yo.
Yeah. So open day will be on the 13th of November. There will also be a
Yeah.
couple online days, but it's way more fun to come in person so you can
Yeah.
talk to other students and
And so far, there have not been any updates regarding the new corona rules. So,
No.
as far as we're concerned, it's still happening.
Just don't forget your masks.
Don't forget your masks. Absolutely. About the open day, there will be a lot of high schoolers coming probably. So, what are your final tips on what you should do and what you should not do when visiting here?
Ooh,
Talk to students.
Definitely.
Absolutely. What he said. Students
Yeah.
are going to give you the raw, honest deal of what's going on. Like, everyone is going to tell you this happy, fun picture of what the study is like, but the students are going to give you the real perspective. And also, a thing you said last week,
No, it's not.
great point Arthur made a while ago was go alone. Don't
Yeah.
bring your
Yeah.
parents
No
or friends,
parents.
anyone who will influence you, because that's not going to be a good thing.
But if your parents know you well,
Still,
Yeah.
they're
Then
trying to
bring them.
influence you a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
Because
It can
they
be. It
might
can
say,
be. It can be maybe a bit scary to go alone, but
It's just
it's
people.
worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all just people, and
Don't be scared.
don't be scared.
Yes.
There will be drinks and there's food available, so you can get really cozy and comfy. There are a lot of very nice couches and
Yeah.
chairs to sit on, so you will not be bored.
Absolutely.
And maybe when you're here, you spot a few of your friends, which is fine.
Yeah, who
That
knows?
is cool. Maybe that'll also give you an indication of where not to go, because you don't want to
Yeah.
be stuck with these damn people. Right. Okay.
Well, I wouldn't advise to not follow a study because someone does it that you don't like. But, but let's move on.
Yeah. Well, that wraps up what is happening at NHL Stenden. So, yeah, moving on. And we're back. That was a lovely song by Arthur right here.
Whoop whoop.
Call me AJ on SoundCloud. Call me AJ.
Call me AJ. Oh, right. You heard it. Follow him. Hit him up. And get him a record deal or something.
Please.
Oh, do you want one? Are you trying to get into this? It's like a serious thing?
Well, I would love to make this my profession, absolutely. And not necessarily me as the famous guy or anything, but just making music and selling that to people or organizations so that it will be used in trailers, movies, games. I don't really care. I really like making music, and especially if I have free time, I'm just making random stuff. And
Nice.
Awesome.
the songs you're hearing, that's the end product of it. So, yeah, if you want to do a collab someday,
Hit him up.
Hit us up.
Repeat your
creativebusinessradio@gmail.com.
absolutely.
Is that
That was on
Perfect.
point.
All right.
Okay, nice.
It is time to discuss our unpopular opinions. First one we got from Lisa. Everyone is probably familiar with the show You. Third season has just been released. And Lisa told me, she says, Joe from You sucks. Tell
Yeah.
me why.
Suck is a harsh word. I just don't like him. If I watch it, it just
What is it that you hate about him?
So wait, can we first do a little introduction about the show, actually, so that
Yeah.
people who haven't seen it know?
I have seen 3 episodes, so maybe I'm the right person to do this.
All right.
But I think he's a psychopath. I don't know. He likes stalking.
Yeah.
Then there's other girl Beth who.
Beck, right?
Yeah,
oh,
Beck.
Beck.
Beth.
Beth.
Almost the same.
I don't know. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Had anyone seen the show?
I've
I
not
have
seen the
first,
show, no.
season.
Oh,
Yeah.
You've seen the first one?
Yeah. Do you want to know how it ends?
No,
Well,
don't,
No,
don't,
no. We have
Joke.
live listeners.
Don't tell them how it ends. Give us like the short.
Of course. Look, I study
overview.
CB. I know how much it sucks if you get something spoiled. But anyway, it's about this guy that is really, a psychopath and
Yeah.
falls in love with this girl after seeing her, and then starts stalking her, and makes it his life goal to make her happy and make their relationship work. And along the way, you will see that he does some pretty heavy things in order to keep the relationship going, or even establish a relationship with her. So it is really interesting to see. I didn't really have personal issues
Where can
with
we
Joe.
actually watch this?
You can watch it on Netflix. The third
Ah.
season
Yeah.
premiered like 2 or 3 weeks ago, so that's why I started watching it. And
Same.
for you as well, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But
I just don't like the narrating of him. You hear him thinking, and I'm just like, dude,
yeah, well, he is a
is-
guy that you have to like in order to like the show, because
yeah.
the show is about the guy, and the guy is.
But
the
it doesn't
show,
make me
basically.
wanna watch it further. You know, it doesn't.
No, I had
yeah.
the same thing,
Yeah, I just nah.
and out of boredom in the plane, I just watched it
See,
because
I
I had
Yeah.
to fill the hours. But that's it.
I think that is for other people though. It draws them in because he narrates it,
Yeah.
and you get like this comedic perspective from the guy doing this fucked
Yeah.
up stuff. But I guess some of us are not into it.
Well, yeah, that's why it's an unpopular opinion, I guess.
Exactly.
Well, it has been made well, but
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
just not
It's not
for
a bad show,
everybody.
it's
No,
It doesn't.
yeah, it feels like it's missing something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, yeah. Does someone else have a unpopular opinion?
we got one
We definitely
from-
do.
from you.
Let's
Arthur.
hear it.
Archer says realistic horror movies are scarier than supernatural. Now,
Yeah.
let's define this for a second. Can you?
That wasn't mine, but
Hey, listen, that was yours.
No.
Okay, well, it was
No,
from an anonymous.
we.
Ooh.
It's anonymous submission, but realistic. We're talking like killers and people.
Killers and people, yeah, and
As supernatural is more like ghosts and
Yeah.
and
Yep.
and
freaky stuff.
dead people creeping
Which
out of your
I do
TV.
not agree with.
Where do you draw the line?
Yeah, good question. Where do you draw
True.
the line?
But I
I'm the worst to ask for horror movies because I don't watch them.
Aha.
So
Well-
I don't know.
There's an excellent movie now on Disney Plus. Just came out. It's called The Night House, and it's a horror thriller type movie, which does do a crossover between realism, like realistic horror movies, and supernatural. But since it's a thriller, it's not really focused on making you scared and all that stuff. So they directed it in such a way that you think scary stuff is going to happen, but then it doesn't happen. So then you're unaware for the moments where it actually happens. So it's really, really good because you just don't see it coming at all.
So if you kind of hate horror movies, you can watch this because,
Yeah, it's scary. So if you're still not
but
into
they're not really
getting
jump
scared,
scares.
well, I haven't I haven't seen the end because
Okay.
it was late.
Mhm.
So I had to go to
Why?
bed. But yeah, I'm sure the finale will be good.
Alright, okay. Nice.
So, back to our statement here, because we kind of lost track. So, realistic horror movies are scarier than supernatural. Now, I agree, because I am, yeah, you know, it's real people. It's based
Yeah.
on real stuff.
But I mean, ghost stories are scary.
Yeah, if they're
They-
done well, like Bly Manor or
Yeah.
Haunted
Yeah.
Hill House, very good.
Ooh.
They feel
Yes.
real to me. I'm like,
Yeah.
nope.
I agree.
That is true.
If I'm back home in the dark,
I wonder, like, if you see, for instance, Saw, for instance,
Mhm.
Yeah.
would that be real or not?
I'm
Well-
not, and maybe this comes as a surprise, but I don't really am a big fan of the Saw movies and stuff. I can understand people like watching the gore and stuff, but that's not
Mm.
my type of movie.
Same.
So-
I think,
but I think it falls under realistic probably.
Well, maybe the first ones, but
Does it? I don't know.
the
Is-
later ones are very weird.
supernatural.
No, not, but like unreal, like the stuff that's
okay.
happening there with
Mm.
lasers cutting into people and all that stuff.
Oh,
and-
the body horror kind of thing. I remember this one scene. It's like someone's got their jaw in like a whole cage or something, and they mess up because they have to do something or not do something. Not sure. It's been a while, but then the thing just like opens their jaw like
Uh-huh.
wide open, cracks it, breaks it, bloody fucking gore.
Aha, so
So that's
Great.
my only
Sounds like a lot of
memory.
fun, those movies.
yeah, well that's the
I'm
thing.
already
Yeah.
sold.
I don't really have that, I don't know, mental problem that I like stuff like that or something, but who knows?
Maybe that's a good indication of who to be friends with. If someone's into gore, stay away.
Nah, that's
No,
not
I
true.
don't agree actually.
No.
Because I think it's fun in a way.
Yeah, well,
But,
there is a line to be crossed, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So,
Agreed.
realistic horror movies then.
Mhm.
Recently, I did watch a horror movie, which I didn't really find a horror movie. It was called Till Death,
Okay.
starring Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
And, well, I just said I don't like horror movies, but that horror movie I loved because it was so funny. It was so bad. It was honestly the worst I've ever seen. It was basically Megan Fox was tied to her husband because she cheated. They were in a cabin in the woods, and husband killed himself, and now Megan Fox is tied to said husband. Then cheating husband comes to that house like, oh, I heard something is wrong, but it wasn't Megan who actually called. It was her boyfriend. And after that, the affair guy dies, and then all of a sudden two boogeymen show up, coming to kill Megan Fox. But Megan Fox is Megan Fox, and she carried the entire guy through the entire house on the chain, and it was the worst thing
Spoiler.
ever. Oh, it's not. This,
Oh.
this is not worthwhile watching. If you ever see Till Death, just skip it. Unless you really like Home Alone. It's a very bootlegged Home Alone movie. Like the bad guys are as smart as the bad guys in Home Alone. Literally, Megan Fox was around the corner somewhere, and the bad guys walk into the corridor looking for Megan Fox, and just at the edge of where they turn the corner, he looks around and is like, "She ain't here," and he walks away.
Very nice. Yeah. It's crazy.
So,
Oh, great.
yeah, Megan
Yeah.
Fox, overrated if you ask me.
What I also tried, my dad bought a VR headset 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to see if the hype was real, and you've probably all seen the videos where people run into walls and stuff and get scared and
Yes.
Yeah.
do crazy stuff. I tried it. I watched a horror roller coaster video in the middle of the night, because why not?
Because you
And-
hate yourself.
No, I just wanted to see if it was actually real enough to be scared about. And at first, you just go and the roller coaster starts driving and nothing happens. And then all of a sudden, there's this very massive clown that just jumps up in your face, and the music you hear is very jump scary. So I just slammed the headset off my head out of scariness. So I was sitting down because I didn't want to be one of those people that ran away in a roller coaster. Because, yeah, in real life, you would also be sitting down. So
Yeah.
it kind of saved me, though. But if you ever have the chance, try it out. It's really fun.
So you say VR, it's not overrated, not hyped too much.
It's underhyped in my opinion, or
It
underrated.
is.
Because
It's not. It's we're still at a point where VR is still pretty gimmicky. I feel like.
Yeah, and it deserves more credit than it currently has. But it always was pretty hard for people to get into because it was very expensive and you needed expensive PCs and stuff. But nowadays, a company called Oculus made a very affordable device. So it's only
Ooh.
250 euros. Easy cash. There's a built-in computer inside of it, so you can run games on it. You can
Really?
watch YouTube and watch movies in VR,
got
which is
a
also
name.
amazing.
Wow.
It's getting a new name.
Yeah,
It's now the Meta
the
headset.
Meta, yeah.
Ugh, meta.
Meta.
Well,
The Zuck, of course.
I'll tell you-
Facebook now Meta.
Oh, I read that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Well, Meta.
Yeah. We just leave it at
Oculus,
this. Yeah.
Something, anything.
Big question mark. Meta.
Big question mark. Well,
What is his plan? Who knows?
It's
Yeah.
the Meta mark.
his plan is let's play a song and move on to the next topic. That's what he said. So let's do it.
Zuckerberg's final words.
All right, now time for some business talk. Creative business. You've got to do your USPs. It's not always fun, but it can be if you do something you like. So I'll tell you a couple things you can do to get your USPs. First of all, you're probably familiar with the platform Matters. They need marketeers and all that sort of stuff to people to build up the website. So if you're interested in working on the website, you can contact Sonny Prent. Something else you can do is work on the CB at Work magazine. I spoke to Marijke Schanberg earlier. She's in charge. They just finished up the latest CB at Work issue, and they're gonna be needing new people to work in the next magazine. So if you're a second or third year student and you're into like doing magazine
If
stuff,
you really like making magazines in production one,
no, exactly.
So, just
This
to
one
be
for
clear,
you.
it cannot be a first-year student.
I don't think you can always ask if you're a first year student, but she really specified second and third years.
Okay, good to know.
If you like working with InDesign, that's cool. You get to do layouts, taking pictures. You also get to go on trips and do interviews. So it sounds really cool. And it's just good preparation for your internship in your first
Yeah.
year. So if publishing and magazine making, all that stuff is what you're into, email this. Go to this email address, relations.ccb@nhlstenden.com. Yeah, just look it up if you're interested. Something else you can do is the Google certificate. Pretty sure most
the
people have
Google certificate.
Yeah,
The
so
legendary-
show of hands who didn't do the Google certificate.
Do it.
Me?
No.
You
Yeah, who
didn't.
didn't?
I didn't.
You didn't?
You didn't.
I did not.
So everybody did except
Yeah.
for...
Absolutely.
Yep.
It's the
Why didn't you? It's two USPs.
You can
like-
still do it.
Yeah.
Because exactly, I can still do it. If I still need it in the end, I'll do it. If I
Ah.
don't have to do the certificate because I already have my USPs.
Oh, just do
But the
it.
thing is,
You
the
have all of them? Also for next year?
no.
Well, then
Well,
do
there
those
you
two.
go.
You already have to.
and
for
the
next year.
certificate expires after a year, so you can redo the assignment every year, I believe.
Ooh.
So, if you're still not really sure what you should do, you get two USPs
Yeah.
for it, and it's good to do, right?
I mean,
right. You get some marketing experience. Now, Google says this will take you 40 hours, and I don't know how to say this, but
just Google.
But it doesn't have to take you 40. But
No.
you can get two USBs for it. So do it. But also very fucking smart. Very smart point made by Robin. Just do something fun first, and then if you still are in a hurry for getting USBs,
Absolutely.
leave that Google certificate for last.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
good
Yeah.
tip.
Work fast, not hard.
Absolutely, work smarter, not harder.
Absolutely. You're getting
Do what you like and it'll take shorter. Time is relative.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like those 40 hours.
So actually, if you want to live longer, you should do boring stuff. Because I don't know about
Yeah.
you, but every time I do fun stuff, time flies. And as soon
Exactly.
as it gets boring, it's
Wow.
never ending, right?
Exactly.
True. Well,
It's actually quite weird now that I say it. Like, we should all do very boring stuff if we want to live longer.
No, because you want to enjoy
What?
life.
Yeah,
Most
but
of us do.
eventually, like, especially when you leave high school, you only think of the good memories after you left. You don't think about getting up early in the morning and biking
True.
to school in the rain. You only think about the nice things. So even if you would live a boring life and only have like one or two fun things per year, I don't know,
Yeah.
you could still have a happy life because of those two memories and forgetting about the boring stuff.
Yep.
True. Very
Very
true.
extremely wise words
Wow.
by Arthur here. All the information you need for
Wise man.
for all the information about USPs can be found on Blackboard. Like I said, matters,
For a minute,
contact.
you would say all the information about life.
All the information about life can be found here with this guy. He knows everything apparently. So like I said, matters, CB at work, Google certificate. Check out Blackboard for all information. And
Yeah.
yeah, that
place
about
to
wraps
be.
up USPs.
Very nice.
Right, we're down to our final segment. It's almost
That went
sad,
fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's a fun segment. Also, if you're listening, tell us what you think. What should we do better?
Yeah. What
Uh,
should we do next?
What do
Hit
you
us up.
Any
like?
topics?
What do you want us to talk about? Because we're here for you, and totally not for USPs. Kidding.
Why
we
would
like
we?
being here. We actually really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about stuff we like.
Yeah. But
You got one.
yeah.
Entertainment.
About
sorry. Let me introduce our. I don't know if I said this before, but these are our entertainment picks of the week.
Yes.
yes. So my entertainment pick of the week is actually one we have to wait for about 2 months or
Ooh.
1.5. But on the 23rd of December, The Matrix 4 gets
Resurrection.
released. Resurrection. It's 18 years after the last movie, and I haven't seen the first 3 up until recently, and I was actually
Ooh.
blown away by how good they were. And
yeah.
there is this stigma that because of the very greenish color correction, it doesn't look
But I like that.
good.
That's a part of cinematography. my
Yeah, well,
man.
that was always, for me at least, a boundary to keep me from watching because I
Oh.
don't
Have you
like
never?
the
No,
color
it's
green.
not the entire movie that is.
No,
in
but
the
that's the
green
thing.
tints.
Like
It's
the
the
stigma
Matrix,
is
right?
is around.
Yeah.
It's a green colored movie, but it's
Yeah.
actually not that noticeable. There's a slight green tint, but not as
Yeah.
much.
Well, you have to green tint in the Matrix. It's a green tint. Then in the real
And
world,
outside,
it's
yeah.
it's
It's regular.
no, it's not regular. It's a bit darker because it's not a happy place to be.
No, it's underground as
and
well.
then
yeah.
in the or actually not in the Matrix, because the Matrix is of course the
Digital,
what it connects to each other.
yeah, but
that section also gets a different color.
yeah.
It's all part of cinematography.
They did a good job, absolutely, and the whole movie is just amazing, especially the
Mhm.
first one and the third
Yeah.
one.
Agreed.
So good.
So I really hope that the fourth one will be as epic as the first one, and I really, really hope it is because, of
Eh,
course,
Did you see the
GOAT,
trailer?
Keanu Reeves. Of
Yeah.
course, I saw it.
It looks good.
I didn't. I skipped it on purpose.
It looks
I'm
good.
I'm just gonna
but
go into the movie
Yeah.
and we'll see.
Wish I had done that.
I was kind of missing a premise because usually when you watch trailers, you see a real villain and you see the hero, and
Yeah.
right now it was a hero and a bunch of explosions. So I don't know. Should be cool.
Yeah, let's hope
But
it's
I'm
good.
really excited for it. You can watch it on the 23rd of December when it premieres, and you can order your tickets now.
Yes, and it'll feature the same people you've known.
Keanu
Keanu
Reeves.
Reeves, the lady who plays Trinity, whose name I looked up, but obviously forgot because that's what I do. Directed by the Wachowski sisters.
Yeah, by one of the
Ah,
Wachowskis.
one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's either one. Pick your favorite.
Yeah, I
so
thought
yeah,
Lily. Yeah.
that's the Matrix for you. Another pick we got is Marvel.
Marvel, yes,
Yes.
just came out with a new movie, Eternals, released today.
Today, actually.
Have you seen it already?
Ah.
No,
Is that why you were late?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, to be fair, I was watching the movie, but no. Marvel Eternals is releasing. It's a new section in the Marvel universe. Reviews are not great, unfortunately.
I saw the reviews. I was like, oh, I don't.
So
like
this could be the first big misser after the first Hulk movie.
Well, as
Yeah.
we speak, also Venom is also in cinemas, also a Marvel film.
Yeah, but Venom is not part of the MCU, of course.
Well,
Yeah, well, they're trying to do the crossover and as well with Deadpool, but
Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much for Venom.
Don't.
I would
don't.
definitely recommend seeing the movie,
mm-hmm.
but not necessarily for the movie itself, but for the after credits.
Aha.
The after credits are amazing.
Spider?
So
So you're gonna pay 10 euros
To see the
Plus
after credits,
for
yes.
this whole thing?
I mean, I liked the first movie. A lot of people said it was bad.
No, it's
but I
definitely
actually
like the
enjoyed it.
it's a decent movie.
Yeah.
The script writing is mwah. The VFX in the film are really good. That I
Okay.
do have to say. It's an overall. It's similar to, I don't know, Black Widow. Also a bit of a mediocre Marvel film.
Yeah, it's fun to watch, but that's it. Doesn't
Exactly,
really
it's
do
on that
anything.
level. And Eternals was supposed to be the new big one. A bunch of aliens that have lived on planet Earth for a very long time that now enter the MCU. I haven't seen it yet,
No, same.
but the critics aren't amazing. But then again, the critics for Joker weren't amazing too. And Joker was an absolute amazing film.
I agree. No, well,
For
look, okay.
Unpopular opinion.
For next
Unpopular
week.
opinions for next week.
So if you can, go watch it in cinemas from today.
Yes.
So
exactly.
we have a
apparently
I
little
see
Maybe
where
watch
technical
the
issue
the
stream.
again.
camera is having issues again.
This is going to be a recurring segment as well, where we have to fix the camera.
Yes,
It's well, you know, we like tradition in here.
it's
so-
part of media.
It's part of our charm, you know.
Yeah,
It's testing and trying.
we're in a weird room with glass
yeah
where
don't
we have to be quiet. Cameras stop halfway.
Yeah, we need to host a quiet show.
Yeah, let's whisper.
Okay.
No, let's not
Okay,
make
no-
this any ASMR.
Oh my god. Hey, we are back.
All right, Eternals, go watch it.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's
Yeah.
do it.
And,
Maybe if we all watch it, we can come back to it.
Next week, yeah.
That's right.
Let's
do-
all
let's
watch
host-
it together.
Yeah, let's do a movie
Yeah.
night.
I'm in.
CB
Absolutely.
Radio.
How about
trip. That is cute.
when?
Tonight.
No. Next week
After
when we don't
the
have
deadline.
deadlines.
Okay, fair enough. No, I'm down.
All right.
Right.
Cool.
Well, so we'll come back to it.
We'll be back to it. Sticking with this whole M thing we got going on, Midnight Mass is my entertainment pick of the week.
Nice.
It is maybe you know The Haunting of Hill House and Bly Manor. Those were directed and created by Mike Flanagan. Great shows. Some of my favorite like horror and drama stuff in a while. And Midnight Mass was released a couple weeks ago. It is about this bunch of people on an island, Crockett Island, and a priest comes to the island, and with his arrival, things start going kind of wacky, kind of weird. Okay, if you just heard yelling in the distance, that's the fucking
That's
people we've
applause.
been complaining about. Yeah.
No,
So
they did
apparently
a great job.
they were cheering for Midnight Mass, just so you know. But
Live
yeah.
audience.
Midnight Mass. I think it had such a wicked ending, and I think the storytelling and everything was really cool. At times, I have to say it was long,
Yeah.
a lot of
it-
monologues, and very religion
But
based.
the acting was amazing.
Amazing, absolutely. Especially the character Bev. She's like this priest's little
Helper.
Missy.
Yeah, very Christian girl,
Absolutely.
and she looks down on people that aren't as Christian as her. Really a bit of a Karen-y type, but she plays it amazing. Like,
That's the thing. She is the worst. I wanted to stomp on her because she was so awful. But then I was watching interviews, and she's the sweetest person.
yeah, and in
Samantha-
Blind Manor,
It's
just
she's
good
also very
acting.
nice.
At Bly Manor?
No, sorry, Hill House.
There she plays Steve Crane's wife, right?
Yeah.
See, that's what I found out a while ago. So yeah, great show.
Yeah. Sounds cool.
Absolutely.
very cool.
You should watch it
Yeah.
if you're into
Where can I watch
scary.
it?
I said sounds cool as if I haven't watched it.
It's on Netflix.
It's on
Netflix.
Alright.
Netflix.
Yes,
The
it
big
is.
N.
Then I've got another one. This is a band, and unfortunately, we can't play legitimate music. Not saying that yours isn't legitimate,
Oh,
but
that's harsh.
we can't play bands on here because we'll get in trouble. But this band is called Drain, STH. STH stands for Stockholm, where they're from. Yeah, they were active in the 90s, put out 2 albums, just really cool, like all-female rock metal band.
Yeah.
So if that sounds interesting to you, go check them out.
Where can we listen? Where can we find them?
You can find them on Spotify
Spotify.
and YouTube. Very little to find about them, but so it's like a cool little underground thing.
Ah.
So yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they're being quiet about it, even not mentioning their full city name, but just the
Oh yeah.
area code or whatever.
It's like figure out what STH stands for. I mean, yeah, what could it be? STH.
Stockholm.
No fucking way. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Any other picks of the week? Actually, we had a non-pick, a sort of non-favorite.
What?
You told me, Lisa, that you watched Fight Club.
Yes.
And,
Oh,
you know,
no.
Fight Club is one of those movies that has a big
Yeah.
following, and it kind of has a life of its own with the quotes and the everything about it, just like The Matrix. It
We
has,
are
like-
going to break a rule today, though.
Yeah,
and
well,
what's that?
obviously, you
Oh,
fucking
I'm
nerd.
Sorry.
What's that? Say it.
Rule number
Well,
one.
there's only one rule in Fight Club, which is
We don't discuss. Or
We
we don't talk
we
about.
don't talk
Fight
about
Club.
Fight Club.
And
Yeah.
that's what I mean by this thing has a life of its own.
Yeah.
And,
But we have something interesting.
The meta is unreal. What's the interesting thing?
You've seen it.
I've actually watched it after
Arthur
your
have seen
suggestion.
the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I really
so-
liked it.
You saying that you don't like it and that you were
I do like
Like,
it,
okay,
but it
yeah.
didn't live up to the expectations.
yes.
I thought of it as
Yeah.
a big movie that I would be like, what? It didn't.
Yeah,
Well-
I had the same feeling.
The
a bit.
expectation was high.
It was a
I
very good
was-
movie though,
yeah.
and I watched it way too casual. That's why I figured it out pretty late into the film. But it was very
But
fun.
but imagine, I'm not sure when the movie exactly released, but imagine you've seen this
1999.
movie
I mean,
upon release
yeah.
in theaters. I think it will blow your mind.
I think crime went up with 80% ish at least.
All these underground fight clubs everywhere.
yeah,
Hey, we can start a CB Fight Club, CB Radio Fight.
yeah. Let us know if you're interested in hosting weekly fighting tournaments.
Exactly.
No, let's not do that.
Yeah, maybe we can do it with Pokemon cards or something.
Yeah.
We'll make it a USP project, and people are in, no doubt.
NPC wars. Yeah,
NPC.
very nice.
USB wars.
USP wars.
Whoever
Yeah.
wins the most fights gets the most
Beyblade.
USB. You get your like cars, right? You get your pink slip. You get your USBs. You can bet them.
Yeah.
But I just want to say that even though I thought it was not up to expectations, still watch it for yourself and judge it
Yeah.
Oh, you
on
should.
your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Well, we're not going to get back to this topic next week, but for
No.
next week, maybe
For the
all of you
listeners,
can watch it
people.
as well.
Yeah.
It is a classic for a reason. Right. That wraps up our entertainment picks of the week, and we'll be back.
Ooh.
We'll talk about some more of these next week. Hope
Yeah.
you like what we suggested.
Thank you
here.
for listening. We will be back around the same time next week on Thursday, maybe an hour earlier. We'll let you know on Instagram and Facebook.
Follow
and
us on that.
Follow us on
definitely.
that. We really would like to receive comments and feedback, and we'd love to see you back in the comments. And
Absolutely.
Subscribe to YouTube. Follow Twitch.
thanks
Also-
again for watching, I would say.
Also, for our unpopular opinions,
Yeah, share your own.
tell us your opinions and
Yeah.
we'll discuss it. For what's happening in Leeuwarden, and if you got a party going on or something you want to promo, let us know.
Hit
If
us up.
you
Yeah. Free promo.
If you have music and you're not gonna sue us and you want us to play it, also let us know. And if you got recommendations for entertainment stuff that we can discuss,
Where can they find
let
us?
us know. Where can they find us? What's our Instagram again?
Wow.
Hey, listen, I'm not doing marketing, right? That's Anna.
You can always hit us up at Creative Business or Creative. No.
I'm gonna find it. Hold on.
Yeah, I believe it's College Radio by NHL, right?
College Radio by
Yeah.
NHL on Instagram.
No,
No, it's CB.
Creative Business
Creative
Radio.
Business
Creative
Radio.
Business Radio.
Just
Alright.
try one of the 10 we just named, and I'm sure you'll be able to find us now.
One day
Maybe
you'll
we can
find
put
us.
it in the chat.
And
Yeah.
if nothing works, creative radio at gmail.com or something. What was it again?
cbradio@gmail.com. Very good that you mentioned it right now.
Or
And
just come
if you
to the
are
glass
confused
door.
right now and don't know what our name is, we will be putting it up on the monitors in CB Media Lab. So if you're
Yes.
not sure, you'll be able to find us there. Anyways, we would like to thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
And see you next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Good luck if you still have
Good luck
tests.
with deadlines, tests, everything.
Have a beautiful
Uh,
Thursday.
Are we doing 5 outros now? or-
Yes.
No, that was just me saying.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right,
Bye.
bye.
Bye.